Yes, Shivam, describe about your district, Shivpuri, you belong to.
Yes, sir. Shivpuri is a district which is basically located at the northern part of Madhya Pradesh, and it is a part of a Gwalior division. It has been a summer capital of India because of the presence of the hills, forest area. It has a cooler climate as compared to the other regions, and it is famous for its national park, which is Madhav National Park. And it also has other wildlife sanctuaries like Carrera Wildlife Sanctuary, which is famous for Great Indian Bustard. And Shivpuri is also having a lot of waterfalls due to the presence of various rivers, and it is one of the famous tourist attraction available in the Madhya Pradesh. It also have a magnificent chhatris, which is basically a tomb which was built by the Sindhya dynasty in the Shivpuri district. And, and recently the
All rivers are passing through Shivpuri district.
yes sir, the rivers passing are Parvati, Kuno, Sindh. These are the three rivers that pass through Shivpuri.
Okay. Where is this Betwa river?
Betwa River is also passes through the Shivpuri border, and it goes to the towards the district Jhansi, which is located in Uttar Pradesh.
Okay. 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 So why you are interested to become officer in CAPF?
Yes, sir. When first in 2019, when I first gave the CDS examination, and after qualifying the examination, I joined some group discussion which are related to the forces. At that time, I was so much inclined or interested towards the environment which I got, in which I got an opportunity to meet with various personalities who are related to the defense forces. So I was very much mesmerized by this environment. So at that time, I made my mind that I would be joining forces.
Okay. Who in your family is the inspiration for you to join these forces?
Mm. Presently, no one is in my family is in the forces. I will be the first one to join the forces. But in my family, the lot of people say government job. I have got some opportunity. I have got some experience or their inspiration how they work for the government sector, how they can be more and beneficial to the government and the people of our country.
Okay, good. So, what are the challenges of the Central Armed Police Forces? Because CAPF, all these CAPF, BSF, ITBP, CRPF, SSB, they keep on facing challenge from time to time. What kind of challenges
Yes,
do
sir.
you think you will be facing in your life?
Yes, sir. The challenges presently the forces are facing is the first one is the shortage of the manpower. What we have seen that the various forces are lacking on the.
At your personal level,
Yes,
we are
sir.
talking about the professional level. In personal,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And talking about personal capacity, that we have seen that there are a lot of cases of fratricide which are coming in newspaper. If
okay,
if there is an officer who is approachable to all his jawans, so that his jawans can come directly to the officer. So I think that I am that type of person who is who can have good relations with the team, so that my soldiers will feel open and easy to come to me and have whatever complaints they have, so they can report me too easily.
okay, okay. You don't, you restrict your words because we have got very less time, and you should come out more with the facts. Say you ask this question from me, I will say that the first and foremost challenge for me will be that I will be away from my family. I'll be deployed in the
Yes, sir.
remote areas.
Yes, sir.
I will have to perform the tough and hard duties in harsh climates.
Yes, sir.
Number three, I will have to face the adversary in case of BSF, Bangladesh, and Pakistan.
Pakistan.
In case
Yes,
of
sir.
SSB, Nepal, and Bhutan. Then
Yes,
there is
sir.
challenges of the languages because people in that area speak Bangla, and you are from Shivpuri if you are deployed in Bangladesh border. If
Yes.
you are in Ladakh, then again the language problem. These are the challenges which you will
Yes,
face.
sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
how will you overcome these challenges?
Yes, sir. That first one there about the language problem. that I believe that I am a person who is always ready to learn. So I can work on it and learn that particular language so that I can interact with the whatever the local population is there, so I can interact with them. Second one is that after completing my graduation, I have spent most of my time living away from my family. So I think that will not be a much bigger problem for me. And
Okay.
about harsh terrain, yes,
Yes. You have to be tough. You have to be physically tough in order
yes,
to
sir.
sustain the such kind of
Harsh terrain,
harsh terrain.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
There is no other alternative. Now you have got 100 Jawans because you're their leader. And if your morale is boosted up, you can boost up the morale of your troops.
Yes,
How
sir.
will you keep their morals high in such kind of challenges? Because they will get monotonous job, and after the job they will think of their families, their home front. How will you tackle this issue?
Yes, sir. What I believe is that the what we can do is in our company there the lot of sports areas will be available. So as I am also a sports player, so I can make the facilities available like the team games can be promoted so that the Jawans will feel like a family to each other. Second one is that we can organize lot of cultural festivals like whatever say religious festivals or any annual function or any day which is related to the forces. So Jawan can be motivated to participate in that. So
Okay.
that can help them to tackle with it.
Now you yourself said that there will be issues of fratricide, shooting by the soldiers. How will you overcome this problem?
Yes, sir. The foremost which can be done is that the I will make sure that the all the officers or the Jawans, all the officers or the senior officials would be available to the soldiers so that they can approach them directly. They does not feel like that he is our officer. We cannot approach him directly. The first one is that I will try to make the distance between them so that they can be approachable. Another one is that the promoting an such environment like introducing team games and the festivals what I have said, so that can make the Jawans more feel more comfortable that particular area and they will feel like a family to each other.
Okay. You can have buddy system. What do you mean by buddy system is you can ask
Yes, sir.
the troops to choose their own buddy. They'll be able
Yes,
to
sir.
choose their buddy. And now buddies can talk to each other
Yes, sir.
about their problems also. And if anyone has got the problem, you will come to know through the second buddy that this man has got some
Yes,
problem.
yes, sir.
Then there are number of subordinates under you. You will have one inspector, three sub-inspector, 15 assistant sub-inspectors. Then you will have head constables under you. They can be told that, look, you can look at all these men, and if any of the men is not behaving, his behavior is going haywire, they should report to you so that you can call him and you can guide him. And if need be, he can be given medical treatment also. He can be
Yes,
sent
sir.
to water. Then there are systems in the forces where we have got OR mess, other rank mess, where everyone eats the food. There is a mess
Yes, sir.
commander. So that man also observes the behavior of everyone. You can tell him that, look, any man who seems to be depressed, you should take care of it and inform me in time. Then you can counsel him and you can
Yes,
send him
sir.
to medical treatment. Okay. You have participated in half marathon. What were your timing?
Yes, sir. I completed it in about 2 hours 12 minutes.
Okay. And what is the time of full marathon at national level?
Unfortunately, yes,
Not your
unfortunately,
time.
I was not able to participate in
Not
full
your time.
marathon.
I'm talking the national timing. National timing of the marathon.
I'm not sure about it, but I think the national record is about 3 minute 18 seconds, or 3 hours 18 minutes.
Who are the national level marathon players?
The Hima Das,
Okay.
and I'm not able to remember this.
Okay, okay. Kindly do read about them because one city you
Yes, sir.
take, you should have full knowledge of the subject.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You play volleyball. Is volleyball famous in our country? If it is not famous, how can we make it famous?
Yes, sir. The volleyball is a team and a competitive game, but what we have seen, the volleyball is famous in only some areas. It is not famous in all over parts of the country. So what can be made is that what can be done to make it famous is that, for example, in cricket, the leagues are starting like IPL. So similarly, the in volleyball also that the pro volley league, prime volley league are also starting in India, but they are not getting as much audience. So what we can do that the participation from the government side and also from the commercial industry, if the sponsors will be financing that, it can be more popularly advertised so that the lot of people can the sports can get a viewership so that it can become popular. And another one is that the steps could be taken, like in the USA there is an organization which oversees all the sport competition in the various schools and universities. So such type of organization can be created, so that will take steps so that the all the sports like volleyball can be promoted at the school level so that we can get better players.
You have also participated in cycling, indoor cycling association. How much cycling, how many kilometers of cycling you conducted in this competition?
Actually, it was not a competition, it was an association I joined. So I made my mind that I would be competing for the BRM, but unfortunately, I was not able to compete because at that time I got selected in Indian Railways. So I was working in Indian Railways. And for talking about the cycling, formally, I have not participated in any competition, but I have done various cycling rides ranging from up to 100 kilometers.
Good. Recently, Army conducted one cycling event from Leh Ladakh to Shimla. Can you tell us what
Yes.
is the whole incident?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about it.
Okay, do read about it because it is also
Yes,
interesting.
sir.
That in
Yes,
one
sir.
day they had to cover almost 100 kilometers, and this cycling event went for 6 7 days.
Yes, sir.
Supposing you are asked by your Inspector General as your choice, first choice is CSF, Central National Security Force,
Yes, yes, sir. CRPF is my first choice.
CRPF. So CRPF
Yes, sir.
Inspector General tells you that we have to make a team of cyclists who will cycle from Shivpuri to Delhi.
Yes, sir.
How will you select the cyclist out of your troops, and what kind of equipments you will be required to complete this cycling event? How will you go
Yes,
about?
sir.
Give me outline plan.
Yes, sir. Starting with the selecting the individuals for the cycling event, the first one is that I will do a simple background check that if anyone is related to the field of cycling. Second one is that in my company I will be knowing that which particular persons have a good stamina so that they can participate in that particular type of event. And about organizing the event, first I will make available the map and the route is available to me so that I can distribute it to all my fellow team members. Second one is that whatever the cycle and the cycling equipments are required are of good quality so that they does not get destroyed or damaged between the event, because it will be a ride of about 400 kilometers. So the better qualities of equipment will be available, like helmet, mud guards, and water bottle stand, water bottle. They have a spare tube. They also have a pump if anything happens, so that the all these events are available. Third one is that I will make sure that the all the team individuals which are going have a health kit, and also taking food items with them. So and if possible, I will make arrangement so that they can get a refreshment of food items in between the right in the famous district whichever available. and
Where all will
and
you plan your rest? At
yes,
which
sir.
after how many kilometers will you plan rest?
Yes, sir.
Which all cities will you select for the rest?
Yes, sir. The first rest could be made at the district of Gwalior, which is about 100 kilometers from our district. After that, the distance could be reduced like 70 to 80 kilometers. Then after 50, so that the second rest could be at the Morena district. Third one could be at the Agra district, and fourth one can be could be at the Faridabad. So that according to the distance, the particular districts can be selected.
Agra to Faridabad is a long distance.
I am not sure about it, sir.
Definitely. You have to, then you may have to select Mathura.
Yes, sir. Mathura. Yes, sir.
Mathura and Mathura to Faridabad you can select. And now your
Yes.
Inspector General has advised that these teams will not camp in civil areas. They will stay in either in the CAPF battalions or CAPF campus which are passing through, or they will stay
Yes, sir.
at the police campus. So
Yes,
which
sir.
places will you select?
Yes, sir. In Gwalior, we have also have a group center CRPF, and we also have a BSF academy. So they can be accommodated in Gwalior. In Agra also there is a cantonment, so the accommodation could be made there. And
In Mathura we have got CSF.
yes, sir. In Mathura we have CISF.
Okay, okay. Where will you like to keep the medical officer? Where should the medical officer should be stationed? Or he should accompany
Yes,
you?
sir. I think the one van should be available, which is like a first aid
Definitely.
emergency
We should
medical van.
always cater for a medical ambulance. We should
Yes,
follow
sir.
that thing
Yes, sir.
of the cyclist. Okay. Then lastly said it is culminating, that event is culminating in the central government office complex of Delhi, CGO, Lodi Road, Delhi,
Yes, sir.
where there is a headquarter of CRPF, SSB, BSF. It is culminating there. For the last day, what other arrangements will you make?
I will make sure that the proper lodging facilities or the rest facilities are available so that the soldiers or my team members can take a rest there. The proper refreshment, medical aid, and the food was available to them,
And what else? What
and
else?
also and
You have
also there should
the
be.
publicity, media and the publicity.
Yes,
Your
sir.
media personnel should be available once the race is
Yes, sir.
culminating.
Yes, sir. And there should be a small function where they can be felicitated by a chief guest.
Then you need to give the um, gifts or prizes to all the
Yes, sir.
cyclists. That should be
Yes, sir.
also available.
Yes.
And who will be the chief guest at this occasion when the cyclists are culminating their race?
Yes, sir. Our Inspector General, sir, who has given that idea.
Yes, definitely. So these things as a leader you have to manage. You are an
Yes.
organizer also. A leader has to be a good organizer.
Yes.
By this situation reaction test, we have brought out your organizing skills.
Yes.
So leader is a good manager, leader is a good organizer, and leader
Organizer.
is a man who walks in the front.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are the challenges before the government of Madhya Pradesh, which should be addressed on top priority?
Yes, sir. As Madhya Pradesh is a agricultural state, earlier it was also considered one of the Bimaru state, but presently we have seen that the economic growth rate of Madhya Pradesh is even higher than our India's GDP growth rate. The challenges what I face that government Madhya Pradesh is facing is, first one is the industrial development. In Madhya Pradesh there are not lot of industry. The peoples are getting employment only in the agricultural sector or in the other primary sectors. Second one is the problem of infrastructure. What we have seen that there are a lot of tourist attractions. There are a lot of forests, rivers, but the people when they come to visit these places, they does not find a proper hotels or restaurants so that they can stay there. They can purchase various items. Third one is that the Madhya Pradesh is a very diverse state. If we talk about a scheduled caste population, it is about 16% of total population, and their tribal art and culture is very unique. So the government has recently taken a lot of steps to popularize this, like naming it on the e-market. So there also a lot can be done so that the cultural artifacts can be promoted. Fourth one is that due to the unemployment and poverty, we have seen that there is a problem of a Naxalism in the Balaghat district. So the proper developmental activities or the proper coordination can be made between the people in the government so that such type of problems can be eliminated.
Okay. As you talked of Naxalism, left-wing extremism, uh,
Yes, sir.
CRPF faces a lot of casualties in tackling the Naxalites.
Yes, sir.
What is the basic reason?
Yes, sir. The one of the basic reason is that the Naxalists are also getting weapons. That we have seen that there are a lot of incidences of IED, which is improvised explosive devices that they are planting in the road areas, and they attack the convoy whenever it is passing from the roads. And because of the technology, they are able to easily coordinate their attack. Second one is that the Balaghat district is located at the border of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, so there was a lot of problem in the proper interstate coordination, so that the Naxalites get when they do any activity in Madhya Pradesh, they used to do, they go in Chhattisgarh and hide there. So because of a lack of coordination, the forces were not easily able to apprehend them or caught them.
Okay.
And
Now
and
you're commander in that area. What kind of advice will you give to your troops? How to avoid IDs while performing the duties?
yes, sir. And the advice what would I be giving is that in lot of newspaper I have read that sometimes when the convoy does not follow the proper SOP, which is standard operating procedure. So what I will make sure that in my company the every jawan or the every convoy which is going will follow the standard operating procedures, so that there is low casualties. Second one is that the government has come with a lot of new technology which are able to locate the location of the IEDs, so that such vehicle or a such technology will be in the first van, so that it can check the whole route, so that the our convoy is not affected much.
Okay. You need to watch the other interviews which are loaded on the Telegram channel, because I have
Yes,
asked
sir.
number of times this question. You will get appropriate responses also. In short, I will
Yes,
let
sir.
you know that they should avoid the important landmarks. They should avoid the railway tracks, walking near the railway tracks, walking near the road. While passing through some kind of bridge or culvert, they have to avoid that, because these are the places which will be in advance planted with the IED.
Yes, sir.
They should leave their vehicles at a certain destination. And if it seems that it is the likely place of ambush by IED, that place should be walked through. Foot soldiering should be done
Yes,
from
sir.
a distance of 500 meters. We can leave it. Let the only vehicle pass with one driver. Let all other troops go on foot.
Food. Yes, sir.
Similarly, we should follow different routes. While going, our route should be different. While coming back, our route should be different.
Yes, sir.
So, this is how you can avoid the trap of IEDs.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, in the first question, CRPF sometimes is unable to follow the SOP. Therefore,
Yes, sir.
large number of casualties are to be given. What happens? You have conducted an operation, and after the operation, your troops are happy. Now you are taking rest. The place where you are taking rest, they are watching you from a distance of 2 kilometers.
Yes, sir.
They assemble there and then they take you at as sitting ducks. That is the only reason. You
Yes,
have
sir.
to all the time follow the standard operating procedure.
Yes, sir.
And we should be happy only once we return to our base camp. Before that, we
Yes,
should
sir.
not have any kind of exclamation, even if we have killed 10 militants. अगर
Yes,
आपने
sir.
10 मिलिटेंट भी मार दिए हैं, तब भी कोई खुशी मनाने की बात नहीं है, जब तक आप सुरक्षित अपने कैंप में नहीं आ जाते
Base
हैं।
Nepal. Yes, sir.
मेरी बात समझ में आई?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ओके. So what other measures besides the use of security force can be employed in tackling the Naxalite problem?
Yes, sir. I believe that the poverty and the unemployment is one of the basic reason that the peoples are not able to get the benefit of the government schemes. And also what we have seen that the Naxalite will take such steps so that the government is not able to spread their footprint in that particular areas to promote the developmental activities. So that there is a role of the district authorities and the force become very paramount so that the government schemes, the benefit of the government scheme can be given to the people so that they can get more connected to the government. Second one is that the promoting the education, because what we have seen, the when the peoples are not much educated, they easily got brainwashed by the Naxalites. So that the promoting education in that particular area, that would be also a beneficial step. Third one is that the whatever the corruption and the malpractices that are done by authorities or the police administration create a very wrong imprint on the mindset of the tribal peoples or the peoples living in the Naxalite areas. So the government machinery or the what I can do is that, for example, in my company, I can make my Jawans motivated or to make sure that they will behave properly with the locals of that particular area, so that can create a positive mindset about the forces and the government in the minds of the people.
Okay, okay. You will not talk about this corruption and misadministration before the board. Corruption of the
Okay,
police
sir.
is not to be discussed because you have given a generalized statement which will not be liked by anyone. Simply, you should say that the government should develop more areas, they should create more hospitals, they should create more schools, and they should ask Naxalite to surrender and come in the mainstream.
Yes, sir.
And if you are given the chance to serve in that area, you must win the heart and mind of the local population.
Yes.
How you can win the heart and mind of the local population?
Yes, sir. What I can do is by extending the facilities that are given by the hospitals of the forces, so
Okay.
that the local
Medical
people can
camp,
also
number one,
benefit.
medical camp. You
Yes,
have to
sir.
cut short. Medical time you will be given only 20 to 25 minutes.
Yes, sir.
They are not there to listen your English. They are just judging your personality and whether you speak facts or you are beating about the bush. Say number one, medical camp. Number two,
Yes,
playing
sir.
games with them. Number three, giving the youth of the area coaching to join the armed forces. Number four,
Yes, sir.
having cultural programs with them. Number five,
Yes, sir.
evacuation of sick. If there are sick people in the villages or tribals are sick, then you can evacuate them to the nearest district hospital or Tehsil hospital in your vehicles.
Yes, sir.
These are the ways by which you win the heart and mind of the local population.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This uniform civil code, Prime Minister has spoken that it will be implemented. What are your views?
I believe that the Uniform Civil Code will be implemented only when there is a consensus between all the religious communities, because religion is a very sensitive issue. So when there is a consensus, the religious leaders are able to understand properly what the government wants to implement. So that when there is a consensus is developed, the government should go ahead with it. But without getting consensus, it can backfire to the government.
Okay, okay. What is the UCC all about? Define in two sentences.
UCC, yes, sir. A UCC is basically a civil code which will be common to the all the people living in our country. That the laws related to the marriage, divorce, inheritance. So that will be common to all the peoples, despite of their religion or their caste.
Okay. Okay. So what kind of problems we are facing in its implementation?
First one is that for example, in the Muslim community, there was an instance of a triple talaq. So all the government has come with some recommendations, but it was not liked by all the peoples of that particular community. So
Okay.
Uniform Civil Code is a very good, very big matter. So after developing consensus, it can be implemented.
Okay. You have tried for, I think, CDS also. How many times you have tried CDS?
I have given his written examination 4 times, but I was not able to clear the SSB interview.
What is the reason?
In my first interview, I got conference out. After that, I got 3 screen outs.
So where do you lack? Have you carried out introspection?
Yes, sir.
Let us know.
And yes, sir. I believe that I first one is that I was not able to properly maintain the eye contact during my personal interviews. In group discussion, I was not able to catch the particular time frame in which I have to speak. Although I have good points, but sometimes I have found that earlier I was not able to express my views properly so that a particular person can understand. So, but I have worked on it and I have continuously improved on that.
Okay, okay. Are you doing some kind of job?
Yes, sir. Presently, I am working in Indian Railways at the post of station master
Where?
at the Katni Singrauli section.
Okay, okay. In Madhya Pradesh only.
Yes, sir.
Recently, there was a major accident in Odisha, in Balasore. What was the cause of that rail accident?
The cause was the standard operating procedure that was not followed. There was a shortcut applied in the 2018 by the S&T department, but in presently at 2023, they rectified that shortcut without looking at the reason why that shortcut was done. So that caused a major accident.
How many employees have been dismissed in this case?
Mm. I am not sure about the dismissal, but the CBI has arrested 3 railway personnel.
Okay. So some of the loco pilots have gone on strike in that area. The Railway Association, they have gone on strike. So what is your view? Should they go on strike or not?
Instead of going on strike, they can give the particular memoranda to the railway board so that these particular changes can be done, whatever their demand should be done. Because it is a very important job. If they will go on a strike, the lot of railway operation will be getting problem from this. So
Okay.
what they can give their demand menu to the railway board.
So should we ban the Railway Association, or should we say that association should be there?
Mm. Yes, sir. I believe that association or union should be there because they are for the welfare of the employees. Because employees are so much indulged in their job, sometimes they does not get a time. So the unions and association play an important role by taking their demands to the railway authorities.
Okay, now IIT Kharagpur has come into the picture, and they say that we'll develop a foolproof system of signal controlling. What is that?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about it.
Okay, it means you are not reading a lot. You should read a lot about this interview because you have to
Yes,
become
sir.
gazette officer.
Yes, sir.
Then IIT Kharagpur has said that we will devise a method with the blockchain technology and use artificial intelligence and develop the system foolproof as our bank transactions, online digital bank transactions are foolproof, cryptocurrency transactions are foolproof. Similarly, on that pattern, they are developing the system now.
Yes, sir.
So in future, we will reduce the chances of these kind of accidents. In how many trains, in percentage, we have applied this coach system? anti-train collision system?
Yes, sir.
How many? How many trains? We talked of it. We made many statements. Our railway minister said that it will be implemented and there will be no future accident. But how much is the percentage of the trains which has been covered with the Kavach system, anti-train collision system?
Yes, sir. I am not sure about the exact number, but the cover system was implemented at the Goa area, which is at the Mumbai to Goa section. At that in that section, the cover system has been applied to all the trains running in that section.
It is only in 3% train of the country.
Yes, sir.
So we have a very large task as far as the railways are concerned for its improvement, modernization, asset monetization of the railways. You should cover up the railways now also because you
Yes,
belong to
sir.
the railways. There will be questions on railways also.
Yes,
So
sir.
do cover this aspect also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. We'll now stop the recording.
Okay. Thank you,